Hello, everybody. I'm LaVon Holman. I have two main passions in my life. One is hair. Do it, love it, do it all day, because it helps people. It helps women and men to feel better about themselves. This is where we giving back. But my other passion is helping people in their human relationships or human behavior. And I became a certified life coach a while back in 2006, and that is a side job for me. But now I'm on this mission where thinking like the Creator has become more important than anything ever. Uh, and one of the biggest ways that happened to me was just to continue to pray in secret or communicate with the Creator in secret. And the reason why I keep using Creator and not all the other names is because those create differences and diversions and reasons why not to listen or accept from another person, because you have the name of your God is this and the name of your God is this, and at the end of the day there's only one Creator, and I want to think like him, and I want to help everybody to know that that was a birthright for them. You can think like him because you can communicate with him, and it doesn't have to always be in your desperation moment where, Lord, if you help me out of this, uh, I'll never. Well, most people know that they believe two times when they are hearing from the Creator or their God, in desperation or if somebody else is praying for them. My thing is, it was never supposed to be that way. Even when you look at the Bible, it was just simply something written by people or ordinary people like you and me that said that they heard something from the Creator and wrote it. Whether it was inspired or not, doesn't matter. It was something that they said and when I say it doesn't matter, I mean that, the validity of it is still something that came from, if you're going to believe what's written, came from the Creator to another human being, just like you and I. Why did we get that up? Why did we have that as something that we no longer do? And everybody's searching for a way to communicate with him. Everybody is looking for the knowledge of what he wants them to know about their life and their purpose. And people are trying a whole lot of things: tapping, meditating, chants, and fasting, sackcloth. Just so many, burning incense, and you know, just things that they believe because of other people's research. That this is a way to get. They're called prayer lines, and the bishop, the pastor. Everybody wants an answer for something that's going on in their life or for someone else. But what if I told you it was just as simple as you have a Father that created you and you could talk to him? That's what Think Like the Creator came from. You can talk to him just like he asked you to, in secret. What is secret? That's your secret closet. That is the closet that you go in within yourself and you start listening to your questions, and then your answers come through the way he wanted. Because the real deal is, I've never seen him not wow a person by them talking to him in secret, and then he giving the answers openly like he said, versus the way that he said not to pray all out in the open. And people do that all day long, and that's all that they get according to their own word. I'm not interested in arguing about whether that's true or not, but the results will always come in your life if you do it that way. So when it comes to a personal relationship. That's what it is for real. It's personal. It's not meant to be, that part of your life is not meant to be given to nobody else. And that's how you end up trusting with all your heart. Because if he gave you an answer that you had prayed only to him and nobody else knows, your faith will excel, because you know that was just between you and him. And that's exactly what he's after, to make you believe that. So I'm coming to people with Think Like the Creator because, and believe me, I'm not anybody's pastor, bishop, or any title of any type of church. I'm just another human being that wants you to exercise your birthright of communicating with him in private, in secret, and see what happens. Just see. Because the knowledge is, said knowledge is power. But my question is, power to do what? And what does that power lead you to doing is really what I should be asking. Because there's a lot of knowledge flowing out here concerning where we came from, who came first, and blacks and whites, and superiority and inferiority, racism, hatred, and all that. So when you're coming out with this knowledge of, speaking to the leaders, and you're exercising this right to stand before people and influence them, I'm really concerned now more about where is this powerful knowledge that you're giving me leading me. And that is this knowledge. Is this knowledge leading me to hate another person for the color of their skin? This to the white people, this to the black people, this to all the races. Is that knowledge causing me to hate another person based on the color of their skin? And then giving a reason to hate them because of the color of their skin, because of what done happened in history. That's my reason. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to my ancestors. So that's my reason for continuing to follow that type of knowledge. And that knowledge empowers me to hate another person based on the color of their skin. The only problem with that is I'm the one that have to reap that power of that knowledge. I'm the one that has to reap that. I'm the one that has to live that and get all the things that happens. Because all it does is, if that power or that knowledge is now power in your life, that means you have started living it out. And when you live something out, you also reap what that is. So my thing is, be careful of the knowledge or the so-called power that you're after. How is it empowering you? Are you walking in unforgiveness? Are you hating? Are you seeking revenge? And then all these things that I'm asking you, do you have good reasons to continue on because of what you or someone told you happened to our ancestors? And I ain't just talking to black people. But at the same time, I got questions. I got questions about this powerful knowledge. And this knowledge that says that, we were here first. And all people came from us. Okay. If we were, I'm going to go with that. Let's say if we were first and all the people came from us, then that means that they're a part of us. And if they're a part of us, why are we hating them? Or why are we seeking to make sure that that's not something that they have with us? Togetherness, oneness. If they came from us, make sure the knowledge makes sense to how it empowers you. Then, this one statement, well, if one statement saying that all people came from blacks, then you got one statement saying that white people came from the Caucasus Mountains. And I got two questions about that. The Caucasus Mountains, who made them? Who made the Caucasus Mountains? Who Who made the Caucasian? Didn't that? So really, what it is that they came from us, but you found them in the Caucasus Mountains. Which one is it? Stop confusing me. Really, I'm not confused. I just decided no longer to think in a human to human comparison, because all we do is consider what a scientist or another person that did research found, and in that research of finding, what happens is that they leave out the creator. They cleverly come up with, you know, circles and M's and talking about different things like that, like really, and then get lost in their effort to give powerful knowledge and sounding really intellectual. But what does it empower you to do? Because if it doesn't empower you to think like the creator, the one that made everybody, and everybody is here now, and you know that everything that you read, all when it comes to superiority thinking, that there is none if you follow a God chosen people, was that was ended with the engrafting of the sins or the Gentiles. Why? Because he had to prove that he was no respecter person. So if you're telling me you're superior because of the color of your skin, then you're also telling me, well, the creator that you believe in, or the God that you believe in, is a respecter person. The thing is, when you think like the creator, let's go to this. If you think like the creator, the evidence of that is, y'all see, that's trademark too. Thank you for those that support and buy the hat. If you think like the creator, then you have a awesome ability to find out that the things that he have already put in motion, the fact that your blood is flowing through your veins, and you just think about things that no man could have done, none. And even though they are tinkering and messing around with the creator's creation, the body, and finding out things, it's only the things that he wants them to. And with that said, you have the ability to find out for yourself. You don't have to depend on the scientists, because all they're doing when they say they research and they discovered what was already here, what the creator had already done. I'm thankful for scientists, but I'm not going to make them the creator. I'm proud to be in the skin color that I'm in, but I'm not going to make that mean that I'm superior to another because of the color of my skin. Because that's not thinking like the creator. Remember, the creator made us all of us, every last one of us. And there is no respecter person. I always say the animals and the plants and the trees, they got that understanding. Nobody's arguing over what color they are. A flower is red, blue, purple, all that. Why? Because he wanted to. That's it. When we get that, we're going to have some serious releases. And then you get to walk in the understanding of him giving you your purpose of your life without any other teaching. You get to walk in that type of power and understanding and knowledge without any other teaching. And it'll start deleting things that you know that don't make sense no more. It don't make sense no more for the creator to know my beginning and my end, and what I'm gonna do my entire life, the choices that I made created the bad and the good and all that, and then I get to return from where I came. The power that you are here is, if you think about it, look at the miracle of birth again, but don't look at it as sex education this time. Look at it as creation. And when you look at it as creation, then what'll happen is you'll start getting in touch with how important or how much detail the Creator went into to create you, me, and everybody else. And why he decided to make the colors, it's just because he wanted to. That's it. There's no other reason. Knowledge is power. But you better see what that power is leading you to do. I hope this knowledge that I'm giving you will empower you to think like the Creator. I'm not against no church, no other religion, no other thing. And like I said earlier, I'm not anybody's leader. And if you think you following me, then you'll get dropped off at the Creator, because I'm not interested in any other thing except this: the freedom to drop in your lap knowledge to think like the Creator. Think like the Creator. Think like the Creator. Young people, it's your opportunity to really and truly experience this like none of us had, because see, we got influenced early. I mean, we have to follow that, because that's what we came here second to the ones that were here before all, and that goes all the way back to the beginning of time. And you got to realize that there was a time there was no Bible, there was no church, and there was the voice of God speaking to people. That never stopped. And if you don't believe it with what I'm saying, you believe it when you go to your church, your temple, wherever you go to find help and worship, and you believe that the person standing before you talks to him. But why you can't believe that for yourself? Ask yourself, what's more important? To find out what was written, or to hear what he's saying to you now? It's already written. What? And it's been repeated my entire life. People older than me, their entire life. Whatever what was written, whether it came from the Bible, the Torah, the Sunan, Quran, whatever. It doesn't matter. That was written, saying that they experienced something with the Creator or their God. And now they just keep repeating what that person experienced. Impress me. Tell me what he's saying to you now. Impress yourself and live by what he's saying to you now. Think like the Creator is a mission. It's not a religion. It's natural. My daughters don't have to do anything to be my daughters. They are. They don't have to do anything but pick up the phone, call me to talk to me. And if they was in front of me, they don't have to bow down. They don't have to play no worship music. They don't have to burn incense. They don't have to do tapping. They don't have to do honoponopono. They don't have to do any of the things that, and I've tried different things. My search been for a long time, but where I'm at now is just that simple. It's not a religion. The reason why it's not a religion is because it does not have any controlling rules around it for you to experience it. Like the word love. People speak of love a lot. But I say to y'all, everybody that's listening, it's a word that had an experience first before it became a word. It was an experience. So what I'm trying to say to you is that the word shouldn't be as more important to you as the experience. When a baby enters this world, you give that energy of love. You ain't thinking about no doggone definition. Love is kind, love is sweet, love is whatever. Dog, you ain't thinking of no definition. You're thinking out past any of that, and you are experiencing just that, love. Giving it, it's coming back. What am I trying to say? Don't miss out on the experience of your one-on-one natural relationship that requires no prerequisite. I always have trouble saying that word. Prerequisite. College students, I know y'all got it. None. It requires nothing but to open your mouth within your secret closet. And if you don't think you got one, you ain't got to go make one. You ain't got to go make one in no closet or nothing like. If you don't think you got one, just listen to the thoughts in your head sometimes. That's where a lot of stuff goes on. Well, he created that. He created that for a place for you to talk to him too. I don't want nobody thinking I'm no pastor or no none of that, because people approach me and say you calling and all. That's not me. That's what you thought of. That's what man thought of. Because if I can look back on the time where that wasn't so, and how they still managed and lived, and they did, I want to experience that now. And thinking like the Creator, the mission is for people to understand. You got that. You got that every moment of your life. Every moment of your life, you have that. It's a statement come awoke, wake up. People are saying it. I'm telling y'all now, I'm saying nothing no different. I'm just giving you something to go with it. And that is Think Like the Creator. TLC all day. Think like the Creator. You have it. It is your birthright. You do not owe anybody else any part of that relationship. It's supposed to be private. It was meant to be private. It was meant to be personal so that you can experience. Now, guess what? If everybody was doing that, we'll put an end to a lot of things, a lot of hatred, a lot of unforgiveness. Yeah, I'm definitely here to help another human being, empower them. I always say this: love. Help someone in their lack and know the Creator for yourself. For yourself. Not by way of the honorable such and such, bishop, whoever, apostle, that, pastor this, pope this. All are human beings. And soon you find out their frailties, their faults. And because you put them up so high, now you feel some kind of way. Well, baby, that was your fault. Because none of them were supposed to replace the Creator in your life. Motivation into this and this, fine. But when you have people standing up before you And the agenda sounds like it has purpose to empower you, but it only empowers you to hate another person because of the color of their skin. You're not thinking like the Creator, man. You're thinking like the human. And you do not have the Creator on your side. You do not have him in agreement. That's the thing too. A lot of people think that because of what their stance is on this and that, and they got people to agree with them, they got followers agreeing with them, all that agreement makes them think it's true, or that they have the Creator in agreement with them too. But if you notice, more people that are like that and empowered, they're only talking about themselves or their human teacher, giving no credit to the Creator. Now, if you pull their card on that, they'll be like, no, it's always been to the Creator, for the Creator. No, it wasn't, because you ain't saying nothing about it until I just brought it up. You know, if you notice, Think Like the Creator doesn't cause you to be, or thinking like the Creator doesn't cause you to be boastful in any kind of way, or desire to control another human being. And everybody that's in those type of situations, believe me, they're not thinking of how long they're going to stay. They're thinking about what can get me out of this. And that's any controlling situation, relationship, membership, whatever. I hope this helps, because you should never, ever not experience thinking like the Creator. And once you do, you should never allow another person to take that from you. I am LeVon Holman, certified life coach. Love helping you. And I am a hairstylist on the day. Love that. That's helping too. And then I go enjoy my life. That's another reason why I wouldn't be put in any type of position like that, because I don't want you thinking that I don't have faults. I don't want you thinking that ever that you won't see me in the club. You will, because I love to dance. And I don't have any problems with people that have their own things. It's funny for me to be able to think like the Creator and see that I don't have to be against them in what they're doing. But it seems like when you think on a human-to-human religious way, everything that you're not doing that they are, you call them out on sin. And it's the greatest hypocrisy ever to hit the earth, because you know you're doing something wrong. You know you're doing something wrong. But yet you want me to be condemned by what you see I'm doing that you're not doing, because your religious ways of thinking has caused you to believe that you're in a place better than I am because of the teaching. But you know you're not. You know personally you got a lot of stuff going on in your life. And the majority of the things that you call out people for, you are doing yourself. And the biggest thing, that's just water. Not crying. Allergies. The biggest things that I see in this religious lifestyle is this. It had to create a place that's, and most people go because they're innocent in their love and their desire for a meeting with an experience with God. So they go to the places that we've all learned that that's where you go, wherever that is for you. I'm not specifically speaking to anyone, but wherever that is for you, that's where they innocently go there with that desire to meet and experience God. Then they go in and they learn how this is done. Rule number 1, rule number 2, rule 3, 4, 5. You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to stop doing this. And then they are told this is the place that you should be. Stay here and you are safe. Outside of this, you are no longer safe. Outside of what? Yeah, I did it for 20 years and I went hard. But I found out there's no difference. Everything that's happening outside of this is happening inside of this. Everything. But people inside of this somehow believe because of salvation that gave them the freedom that these people over here outside of this don't get. So now they look, in these eyes, they look lost and needy. So now you are living a superiority way of thinking already. You didn't even know you got tricked into believing like that. But you did. The reason why is because you ain't thinking like the Creator. The Creator created them too. Gives them the same whatever you got. Whatever you got. Whatever you think you have over them, they got. And they didn't have to ask for it. The things that I do for my daughters coming up, they didn't have to ask for it. Think like the Creator is like thinking like you got a father for real that created you. That really did created you. He did create you. You, the one that's not at that temple, at that mosque, the one that's not at that church, he created you too. Your birthright to communicate with him is still there, never left. Where he leads you, let him tell you. And who you end up with and communicating with and following, check it by the TLC. Check it by that. That's what I did. Found out a whole lot. Just went back and just started reading things. Put it in check. Hey, is this true? This how you, Daddy, is this true? Should I believe this? Should I walk in that? Daddy, is that? Boom. Just want you to think. But think like the Creator. Again, I want to thank people for supporting us. Think Like the Creator hats are available. All the information is in the caption. Seriously, when it comes to your personal life, don't put it in the hands of nobody else. Think like the Creator. Think like the Creator. I like this hat too. What y'all think? I got a big head though. You like it? Well then buy it. No, I'm just playing. Think like the Creator, y'all. I love y'all.